Hey guys, and guess what? Today we're going to read a story about Tobler learned to fish. Today we're going to read about the story about Tobler bears. This is a story in Adventure 4, number 4. And it's written by Ken Rogers, and I love the stories. So, who wants to read the story with me? Let's start. This is a story of a Tobler bear's very first camping trip. Since this was Tobler's very first camping trip, he wasn't very experienced. He didn't know what they were going to do at the camp, except fishing. He did know they were going to do lots and lots of fishing. Tobler bears love fishing. At the last day arrived at the camp out, Tobler got out of the campsite with all his stuff. Right away, they started setting up the tent. Tobler thought the tent were really fun. After he helped set them up, he went into the first tent, the second tent, and the third tent. Tobler wanted to sleep in all the tents at once. Every night he wanted to sleep in every tent, but he couldn't because there was too many tents and there was only one night at a time. Well, can you sleep at a tent at one night at 3 tents at one night at a time? I don't think so. After dinners and the evening campfire, Tobler finally decided which tent he wanted to sleep in. He unrolled his sleeping bags, brushed his teeth, and settled down for the night. He was excited about camping, but he was especially excited about going fishing. First thing in the morning, he was so excited that it took him a long time to fall asleep. Bright and early the next morning, while Tobler was still getting some wonderful, sweet bear's rest, he heard a noise. Someone was pushing him. He woke up, and there was a little face looking right at him. The face said, "Come on, Tobler, let's go fishing before everybody gets up." Oh yes! Tobler jumped up and got dressed really quickly and really quietly. He tiptoed from his sleeping bag over to the door of the tent, but it was all zipped closed. Yeah, it's closed. You know that. So he reached up and got a hold of a zipper and started pulling it down. He pulled air very carefully. He didn't want to wake everybody else up because he wanted to go fishing. He didn't want to fix breakfast and do chores. He wanted to go fishing. So Tobler started pulling down the tent zipper. Zip! The zipper was so loud, he stopped and looked around at the sleeping camp. But no one stirred. He reached up and caught a hold of the zipper again and started pulling it down a little bit more. Zip! This zipper, it's going to wake everybody up, Tobler worried. Now the tent zipper was down far enough for Tobler to get his arm out of the tent, but he couldn't get out of the rest of himself. So he reached up and pulled one more time and caught a hold of the zipper, and he started to pull it down the rest of the way. Zip! Everybody in the tent jumped up. "Hey, good morning!" Then they smiled at Tobler. It's time to fix breakfast and do camp chores. Tobler was so mad at Zipper. He was so mad at the campers, except the ones who had gone fishing, fixed breakfast, and did camp chores. And in it of everything, Tobler had a wonderful day. And in spite of everything, Tobler had a wonderful day. Yeah. That night, when it was time to go to bed, Tobler went around to all the tent and tried the zipper. Zip, 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 zip. He finally found out the one that they went zip, zip, zip. Ah, he said to himself, this is where I'm sleeping tonight. So Tobler climbed into his sleeping bags in his new white zipper tent and settled down to sleep. He went early to go fishing. He had a wonderful dream. In his dream, he went fishing. He caught a great big fish, but he threw it back because it was too little. What a dream. When he woke up, he could hear the birds singing. He could see the sun shining. He could hear everybody talking and giggling around the camp, getting breakfast ready, and nobody had woken him up. So he took a hold of the zipper and got out of the tent. He went over to some of the campers. Why didn't you wake me up? He asked them. We couldn't find you, they told him. Oh, skunkers, said Tobler. He tried not to be too disappointed, and it's oblated of everything. Tobler had another wonderful day at a camp. And that's all of this fun story. Oh. And that is the whole of a fun story we have to read, isn't it? And it's all about Tobler Wonderful Day. And that is the end. Tobler have a wonderful camping day. And you do have a fun day too. Thanks for watching. Bye.